the new leaflet, Winnie, the new cervical cancer leaflet with Pavy Pint, in conjunction with Pavy Pint and the Marie Keaton Foundation. There's a lot of good information on it.
I'm here today to talk to you about cervical cancer and what you should know. So please do pick up a pamphlet from Pavy Point or from your primary healthcare lead. It's really important to know the facts around cervical cancer. Women aged 25 to 65 are invited to take part in cervical screen through cervical check, and that's because it's more common during this age group. Early treatment can stop changes in the cervix developing into cancer, so I think that's really important to remember as well. What are the signs and symptoms though? Well, some of them are bleeding between your periods, bleeding during or after sex, and discomfort or pain during sex. One really important thing I think we should all take away from today is if you have young girls or young boys in school, they should have the HPV vaccination.
I know a person that got the HPV vaccine and there was no side effects of it. So if you're worried about it, you should contact your local doctor or your primary healthcare workers and they give you more information about it.
And there's a lot of good information, and the thing that I found very good information that I didn't know about was that you can get your smear test done now. It's a cervical check they call it. We call it a smear test at 25, as young as 25, which is good. And there's a free phone number on it, and you can ring up that number, and they'll send you out a letter.
Also, I am encouraging you to attend cervical screening between the age of 25 to 65. And most important of all, know your own body and know if there's any changes in it.
You give them your PPS number, obviously, and your name, and they send you out a letter to have you registered, and you can go to either to your doctor with that, and they'll make an appointment for you, or to the Well Woman Clinic, one or the other. And mostly, because you know the way traveller women is to kind of be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Mostly it's the nurse that does your smear test.
That's
and
good.
It doesn't mostly like women that does it.
Yeah, because you'll be more comfortable with them.
Yeah, a lot more comfortable, yeah.
And if those changes aren't going away, like some of the signs and symptoms we've mentioned, contact your GP and do this for you and for any member of your family who may be experiencing some of these changes.
I'd just like to say that we all have somebody who experienced something around cervical cancer in our lives. Like myself, I know somebody who went for a test, got abnormal cells and got very frightened. But in the end, it was better to know because that was 4 years ago and everything is fine.